Hey everybody, Swirl the Cat here, and today I wanted to show you guys my Imperialdramon green-blue deck profile. So I've been playing this deck a lot with my friends, and I've seen a lot of people make just blue Imperialdramon deck profiles, so I just wanted to show you guys my blue and green Imperialdramon deck. So let's start by showing you guys what eggs I run. And these are totally preference, and I'll show you guys some other stuff you can run in the place of the eggs that I'm about to show you in a second. So the first one that I run is, let me get the camera in there. There we go. I run 3 Demi Vmon, and this one has the inherited effect. Your turn wants to return. When this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, it gets plus 1000 DP for the turn. Now, there was another Demi Vmon, I think that came out in the same set, or maybe it was another set. And he has the effect when attacking, once return, if this Digimon has jamming, you can draw 1 card. So I just like to run this one because it gives me the power buff to hit over like some bigger Digimon that my opponent might have, but you can totally run this one instead if you guys prefer the draw power. So there's the first egg I run. I'll set it right there. Now, because you can run up to 5 eggs, here are my other 2 that I run. It's 2 Minomon, and he's looking super cute, and I think that's Leafmon in the background there. But anyways, he has the inherited skill when attacking. If you attack one of your opponent's Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for the turn. So he's just another egg that'll give you some extra power buff. Now those are all the eggs that I run. So I'll show you guys the level 3s. The first level 3 is a rare, and it's the rare Vmon that came out in BT3. And he just has the effect that's just jamming. And jamming is this Digimon can't be deleted in battles against security Digimon. So you don't have to be afraid when you're attacking with Vmon to your opponent's security stack, because he won't die even if your opponent gets something that has a larger DP than he does. So I run a playset of him. And there's some other cards in this deck that have jamming and that work with jamming, and I'll show you guys that in the future. Here's the next level 3 that I run, and it's a different Vmon, and he has an inherited effect that is your turn once per turn. When this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, you get to draw a card. So there's some little draw power for the deck. And here's the last and one of my favorite Digimon in the, Digimon universe is Wormmon. He's a rare Wormmon. I think he came out in the same set as the rare Vmon. And he has an effect when he's deleted. You can reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 level 4, 1 level 5 Digimon among them in your hand, and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So he's just good. He's kind of like the opposite of the rare Digimon. So when you attack your opponent's security and they get something bigger, he dies, but you still got rid of your opponent's security. And now you get the effect of Wormmon when he dies. So I run 4 of him, set him right there. That's it for the level 3s. Now we'll move on to the level 4s. And starting off, I run 4 X Vmon, and he has an effect when digivolving, suspend 1 of your level 4 lower Digimon, unsuspend 1 of your level 4 or lower Digimon. Yeah, suspending 1 of your Digimon would be kind of bad. Anyways, so that's his skill, and I'll show you a combo later on that you can do in this deck that includes X Vmon to kind of defeat your opponent in just a few turns. So there's the first level 4, and the next level 4 is Stingmon. He's also one of my favorites, and he has an inherited effect. Your turn once to return. When this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon battle and survives, you get to gain a memory. So memory gain is always good to have in a deck, so you can use it on just anything like digivolving or using option cards or even Tamers. That was it for the level 4s, so we'll move on to the level 5s. And I feel like I always say this guy's name wrong, so I don't know, maybe someone can tell me how to pronounce it in the comments. Here is my playset of Imperialdramon, or is it Imperialdramon? I can never say it correctly. Anyways, I run 4 of him, and he has jamming also like the Vmon that I showed you, and he can digivolve from green or blue, and he has an inherited skill when attacking once per turn. If this Digimon has Imperialdramon in its name, you get to unsuspend it. You can kind of see where the combo is going that I'm going to show you with X Vmon. and Imperialdramon. Our next level 5 is a playset of Dinobemon, and I know this is a Joelbemon because I didn't pull or trade for yet Dinobemon, so I just have 3 right now, but that's kind of my placeholder for the 4th one. Anyways, Dinobemon can evolve from green or blue, kind of like Imperialdramon, and his has the effect of piercing, which is when this Digimon attacks and deletes an opponent's Digimon, survives battle. It performs any security checks it normally would, and it also has jamming, like a lot of the other Digimon in this deck. That was it for the level 5, so let's move on to the level 6s. And the first one I'm going to show you is Bancho Stingmon, or is it Bancho? I'm not sure. Anyways, I run 2 of him, and he's just green, and he has piercing, just like Dinobemon. And he also has another skill when attacking. If you attack an opponent's Digimon that has 12,000 DP or more, this Digimon gets plus 7,000 DP and security attack plus 2. So this Digimon checks 2 additional security cards for the turn. I just really like him because he helps out if your opponent has like a huge Digimon on the board and you can't hit over it, and then you just get him out and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna hit over it for like, 19,000 and 2 security checks with piercing. I just really like him for the deck. So I just run 2 of him. And then the next level 6 that I run is a playset of Imperialdramon Dragon Mode, and this is the blue one, and I'll show you the other one in a minute. So he can evolve from blue or green, and when one of your Imperialdramon or Dinobemon would digivolve into this card in your hand, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. So instead of that big 5 cost right there, it would only cost you 3 if you evolved into it from Dinobemon or Imperialdramon. And he also has jamming, like Vmon and a lot of the other cards, and he has another effect: when digivolving, unsuspend all of your Digimon with jamming. So I run 4 of them. And the last level 6 that I run is the green Imperialdramon Dragon Mode, and he also has the same exact effect as the blue one. When your Imperialdramon or Dinobemon would digivolve into this card in your hand, reduce the memory cost of that by 2, so he would also cost 3 if you digivolved into him, I guess correctly, quote unquote. And he has piercing, and he has another effect: your turn once per turn, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, unsuspend this Digimon. So there are 3 of those. And that's it for the Digimon in the deck. Now I'm going to show you guys the Tamers that I run. So here's the first Tamer. It's Davis Motomiya, and he has the effect: at the start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. And he has the on-play skill: reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 blue and 1 green Digimon among them in your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. And he has the security effect: play this card without paying any of its memory costs. So I really like this Tamer because he can add a green and a blue, or a green and a blue Digimon from your deck, and it's not like a blue or a green, it's both. And I just think he's a very solid card for that effect alone. And here is the other Tamer that I run, and I'm probably going to say his last name incorrectly. It's Ken Ichijoji. Maybe I said it right, I'm not sure. And he has the same skill as Davis, Davis. At the start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. And he has another effect: your turn, when one of your green or blue Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you may suspend this Tamer to gain a memory. And he has the same security skill: play this card without paying its memory cost. And if you guys don't really like him that much, you can totally run a playset of Davis and maybe somebody else. But I like to run both of them, try to get both their skills off. And now I'm going to show you guys the option cards that I run. I'll show you guys this totally, no pun intended, optional card. It's very wacky. I simply just run this for the meme. It's a promo, and here, I'll just read it to you. So its main effect is: if you have Davis and Ken in play, you may place 1 XVmon and 1 Stingmon from your hand at the bottom of your deck in any order to play 1 Imperialdramon from your hand without paying its memory cost. And security skill is you just add this to your hand, and it has 0 cost. Now, you can already see how annoying this card would be to get off. When I play the deck, I simply try to see if I can make this card activate, you definitely don't have to run this card. I just run it because I think it's funny. It's funny to me that, you know, you need all these things just to get out Imperialdramon. But yeah, instead of running this, you can run any generic blue or green option card or anything that you want in place of that. I just think it's a funny card to run. Here's the next option card, Death Parade Blaster. And unlike the last one I showed you, this one is actually, you know, a lot more useful. So it has a cost of 3, and its main effect is trash up to 2 Digivolution cards from the bottom of all your opponent's Digimon. Then if you have a green Digimon in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards, and the security effect is activate this card's main effect. So I just think this is just like generically good in this deck because it works with, you know, the combo of green and blue. And it fits the theme of the deck since it has Imperialdramon in the art. So I run 2 of those. And the next one I run, no, I'm going to say this wrong. Positron Laser. I tried. Okay. So it costs 6, and its main skill is up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon can attack or block until the end of your opponent's next turn. Then if you have a blue Digimon in play, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to its owner's hand, trash all of its Digivolution cards, and then its security skill is up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon can attack for the turn. Then if you have a blue Digimon in play, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to its owner's hand and trash all of its Digivolution cards. So I run this for the same reason that I run Death Parade Blaster. And that, you know, it just works with the deck. It works with blue and green. And I just think it's a cool card to run. Here is the other option card that I run. And as you guys know, that this is kind of on the ban list, on the Digimon card game ban list. It feels like I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, talking about Digimon. This card is at 1 on the ban list, and you'll see why. It's just a very good card. So this is Hidden Potential Discovered, and it has the cost of 0, and its main skill is the next time one of your green Digimon digivolves this turn, you may suspend one of your Digimon to reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 5, and its security skill is you just add this card to your hand. So yeah, as you can see, this card is just wonderful for saving memory that you would have used for Digivolving on anything else. So yeah, if you guys have any green decks or combo decks that have green in it, definitely run one of this card. It's a great card. And the last option card that I run is just a generic one. It's just Flower Cannon, and it costs 2, and you can play it. Its main skill is suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, so, you know, if they're not attacking you, you can just, you know, suspend something they have and then attack it. And then its security skill is suspend all of your opponent's Digimon without blocker. So that was the last option card. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. This deck is a lot of fun to play. And I'm going to show you guys a quick combo. So let's get on to the combo. Hey guys, I'm going to show you the combo that you can do that with some cards that have jamming and with XVmon in your hand. So say that your field kind of looks like this, and it's the start of your turn, so you have 3 memory because you have your Tamer there. And so you're going in to attack your opponent. So you attack with your Digimon that have jamming. So you attack with like Dino Vmon and this Vmon, and your opponent will have, you know, -2 security from those attacks. And then after you're done attacking with those, you Digivolve your Vmon, or, you know, your other Vmon if you have one on the field. You Digivolve them into XVmon by paying 2 memory. And then XVmon's skill will go off when you Digivolve. You can unsuspend one of your level 4 lower Digimon, and the one that we have on the field is Vmon. So you could then unsuspend him to attack your opponent again, and then you can attack with your XVmon, which would be for a total of 4 attacks. So there's a combo you can do with that. Okay, so here's the other combo that I'm going to show you guys. But instead of with XVmon, it's going to be with the blue Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. So say that it's the beginning of your turn, and you have some cards with jamming on the field, and your memory's at 3. And then you're going to go in to attack your opponent. So you attack with these 3 guys that are on the board because they have jamming. So 1, 2, and 3 attacks right there. And then after you're done attacking, you take your blue Imperialdramon Dragon Mode and you Digivolve it from Imperialdramon, or you can also Digivolve it from Dino Beamon. Either way, it'll still only take 3 memory if you Digivolve into it that way. So it'll take 3 memory that way, and then his skill will go off. Oop, let me get the camera to focus in there. There we go. So when Digivolving, unsuspend all of your Digimon with jamming, and that would include himself since he has jamming. So unsuspend him, and that. And then you can just attack your opponent again with these guys for a total of 6 attacks, which would totally, hopefully, unless you're going against yellow, it would probably kill your opponent. And I can say playing against this deck is super annoying because you know, you can just quickly get off so many attacks and it's super annoying. And anyways, so there's another combo for the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile and these little combos and tips that I show you guys. Let me know if there's any deck that you want me to make or talk about, or any other type of Digimon videos that you guys would like to see. So anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.